So I first heard the name Tommy Robinson back in like 2015, where he was just starting to become pretty dang popular, as far as I can tell. That a lot of people outside his own circle were really starting to pay attention to him and see what's going on with him and what he's doing. And there were all kinds of new interviews by loads of people about him. And it took me about a year before I actually looked into who he was. I just never got around to it. And even then, after I did find out who he was, I've been only kind of like paying attention here and there. I've been following what's been happening with him, but about as much as the average person, I would say, that knows who he is. When I read his book, Enemy of the State, it's a book about his life, about everything up until about 2015, and it's definitely worth reading if you're interested in this guy, or you've even heard of the guy before and you have any judgment about who he is as a person. Because I get that obviously the book is one-sided, it's just about him, but I think if you want to find the other side, you just Google his name and you'll find all kinds of journal articles or news articles talking about people that are talking about him in a negative way. But this book really, it presents his case. It doesn't focus on like debunking claims. All it says is, this is his life, this is how he was raised, here's some of his personal experiences, this is his goals in life, what he's trying to do. It really just settles that out. And it talks about his contact with the police. And I'll admit, Tommy Robinson's one of those people where I don't endorse everything he's done. I think he's made a lot of mistakes. I think he's gone about things the wrong way quite a few times, and he even says that in the book. Even when he talks about something he did, about half the things he does in retrospect, he'll say, yeah, it probably wasn't the best idea. Like, it's just not something that he thought was the smartest thing to do, and he will fully admit that just as well. But when reading it, it's astounding because I understand the guy now. Like, I understand his motives, and I sympathize with him because seeing everything he's gone through, again, I can hardly blame him. And his tactics, would I necessarily endorse on certain things? Not really. But again, he even states like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have gone about it this way. But his just him with the police, like, the police just kind of raid his house for the police are out to get him. They're actually out to get him, and not because he did a crime and they're out to and they're out to get him for that reason. It's more of like he's done nothing wrong and they're still out to get rid of him. And he does use intimidation tactics, which, I mean, maybe and I don't live in the UK, so maybe that's something that has to be done. But just reading his book, I feel for the guy. Like, I back him as much as I can now, because it's just insane. It's just so corrupt what happened to him and what he's went through, and insanely one-sided, or like it's a total double standard of how they treat him versus how they treat actual criminals. And that's why I can understand him about taking things into his own hands, because you'll see like he'll see actual like jihadists and actual like people promoting terrorism, and he'll say like, yeah, these people have to be stopped, and then the police will go after him. It's astounding, just what he's went through. So if you ever heard this guy's name, read this book. Like, holy moly, the whole time reading it, I was just so astounded at what happened to him, like how much he's suffered and how much he's went through, and it's horrible, the double standard he's held to. And that's the biggest thing really with who Tommy Robinson is, the double standard, the fact that he is held to such a high standard compared to horrible people by the police, or at least police in the UK. So yeah, I recommend this book as like a major eye-opener into his motives and what he's doing. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments if you read the book. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and thanks for watching.